Hey, Mike Conn here with Mike Conn Coaching and Consulting. Welcome to a Take Charge Tuesday. Now listen, I'm at my favorite coffee shop in Duncan at Jitters. I'll be here all week. If you need some coffee or even some cold, listen, this is a sugar-free caramel cold brew. Hey, this is fantastic. It's really good. And so if you want that, or if you want the grown-up coffee, they got the grown-up coffee too. Like whatever it is that you want, Jitters for sure is the place to be. Now, for this Take Charge Tuesday, listen, last year, June was the best month that we had in our company. It was by far and away the best, and best from an income standpoint, best from a busyness standpoint. I don't mean we were super busy. I mean we were busy doing the right things, getting paid the right amount of money for it. So it was the best month that we had the entire year. And then 2 months after that, we had the worst month we had the entire year. And so, and in the middle, we went to the beach because that's what we do. Like our family, that's what we do. So as we're getting ready to hop into June of 2022, knowing that last June was the best month for our business, I've been taking some inventory and taking some stock of some of the things that made it that. Part of it was our activity, what we can control, right? The lead time measures, like the lag time are the results, but the lead time, it measures the progress and the processes that you put in place, right? The activity that you put in place. And so we had lots of outbound communication, did some sessions with the Chamber of Commerce, and then with that came some other businesses saying, hey, Mike, you do this with the Chamber, could you come partner with my organization? Absolutely. Hey, listen, we solve the problem of division and disunity in the workplace. And so wherever there's division and disunity, whether it's intentional or unintentional, hey, that's what we solve. We don't create that. We are the resolution behind that. And so as I've been looking to see what we can do to make June of 2022 as good or maybe even better as June of 2021, I've got a roadmap, some stuff that we did well, and then some stuff that we can tweak to make it even a little bit better. It's the same for you. You have some goals, you have some stuff that you're working on, you have some things for your business, some things for your family that are really important to you, but sometimes it gets daunting, sometimes it feels like it's too big, and sometimes you're like, man, that was a great month, but I don't know what happened so good, and I can't actually reproduce it. Listen, we're really quick when we do some evaluations to look at what was wrong and what was missing. It's just our human nature, right? We look at what was broken or what didn't go as well as we wanted it to. But I think that's an incomplete way to do reviews and evaluations. Every time we do one internally with our staff or whenever we're partnering with an organization, it's 3 columns, really super high tech. You just get out a blank sheet of paper and you write 2 lines, so you got 3 different columns. The first one is what's right, the middle one is what's wrong, and the third one is what's missing. What's right, what's wrong, and what's missing. Most of the time we just go to the middle and we look at what's wrong or what's broken. And then we try to fix it, and we spend all of our time trying to fix what's wrong or what's broken. Or we go to what was missing and we lament, well, this part was missing. If this wouldn't have been missing, then we would have been able to do a whole lot more, right, make more money, whatever the thing is. Go to what was right first. Start with what was right. Because when we start with what was right and then we kind of reverse engineer it, we say, oh, well, this is the lead time activities that we did. These are the outbound phone calls or the emails that we sent out. This behavior that we did drove the results of what we got. So when we recognize what was right, then we can duplicate it. Then we can repeat it. Then when it's June of 2022, you don't have to start from scratch of knowing what made June of 2021 the best month of the entire year. So for you and for me, whatever it looks like at work and at home. Hey, this stuff works in the conference room, absolutely, but it also works at home in the living room. Let's look at what's right, what's wrong, and what's missing. And what you did in the past to get you the right results, let's try to do more of that. It's not rocket science. It just takes a little bit of discipline. And also being able to coach yourself up and recognize when you did something good. This isn't the time to be self-deprecating. This isn't the time to be an overly arrogant egomaniac either. I never do something. It's not the time for that. It's just the time to look and see what did we do, and then what results did we get from that? What's right, what's wrong, and what's missing. Listen, on this Tuesday, I want you to take charge of that. What's right, what's wrong, and what's missing. Take charge of the choices, of the behaviors. Remember back to the behaviors that you enacted, the choices you made to get the results that you got. What was good, what was not good and what was missing in it, and then make changes. You can absolutely do that. You have every opportunity to jump in and take charge on this Tuesday. I don't mean take over. I didn't say take over Tuesday. It's take charge Tuesday. Remember what's right, what's wrong, and what's missing. Go get it today. See you tomorrow.